Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a follow-up video to the battery video that I made a couple days ago. I've had a lot of questions about the replacement battery for the Elantra N and why it's a different size and have I done this or that. So I just want to clear up some of those things and give you some more information that I found after doing some more research. So I'll start with the size of battery. So what comes stock in the Elantra N, this is the replacement one, but what comes in it original from the factory is an H6 size battery. So that's going to be 11 inches long and then 7 inches wide. Now, what Hyundai provided me was an H5 battery. So it's 9.5 inches long and then 7 inches wide. So it's the same width, but it's a different length. And so what happened is there's an insulator that goes around this battery. So that's this part right here, this kind of, it's like a heat resistant material. And, you know, initially I thought that that was just to kind of keep the battery warm in colder temperatures. But what I actually discovered is that it actually is supposed to help keep the battery from getting too hot from the turbo, because this engine compartment gets so hot. You can see there's a heat shield here because the turbo sits right here. The battery is pretty close to it. So when I put the new battery on that's smaller, obviously that did not fit correctly around it. So I'm going to show you what I did to resolve that. And then I'm also going to show you how I got this battery to stay put in here, because obviously it is a different size. So you're probably wondering how is it secured to the tray. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you guys what I did and how I'm going to kind of resolve this. And then I'll give you my final thoughts on everything that's happened. All right, guys, so here is the battery. It's not locked down in place because I wanted to show you what I did with this insulator to make it fit. So I did cut it. I don't know how, I think these are like 20 bucks or something, but you know, it did not come with a new insulator. So I figured I'd use what I had. So basically I just cut it on the back here. Hopefully you can see this. Let me get my flashlight. So you can see I cut the insulator and I just used some of this heat reflective tape that you use for like furnace stuff. And I basically just taped over where I cut it and folded it. And so now it fits nice and tight around the battery, you can see. So once I push this back, there's actually a little lip back here, you see it? That'll kind of hold the bottom of that, the bottom of this insulator anyways, because this tape isn't like super strong. But that at least, you know, is now flush against the battery, which looks a lot better. So let me push this back so you can see what I'm talking about. So you just push the battery all the way back as far as it'll go. And then, I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but there's, yeah, you can't see it, but that lip back there is kind of holding this insulator in place anyways. So now there's no more big gap up here and it looks weird and all of that. Now the other thing you'll see down here is there's actually two hold locations for the battery tie down. Now, with the original H6, this is where the bolt went in for the battery tie down. With the new H5, which is shorter, that's where the tie down goes. So you can see they actually did plan ahead. I guess that they would, you know, maybe change the size of the battery, or it just gives you the extra option of having two different size batteries in there. And I'll put the battery tie down back on so you can see exactly how it lines up. So let me get that done. Let me get these battery cables back on, which by the way, I did not mention it in the video. To put this back in, you reverse the steps. So you're going to put the positive cable on the positive terminal first, and then the negative cable on the negative terminal last. That's how you always want to do it when you put it back in. So you just reverse the steps taking it out. So let me get this tie down on, let me get these on, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on all. Okay guys, I got everything buttoned up. So the tie down you can see is now in this further up position. So this will be for the H6, this is for the H5. This battery is held in place, it's not going anywhere. I've got the terminals back on. So, and you can see now the insulator doesn't have this big gap and is sitting closer to the battery. So I'm much happier with the way that this looks now. So now let me tell you about what I've kind of discovered after I made that video. Number one, someone told me this is basically just an interstate battery. So what I did is I went on the interstate website and searched up Elantra N, and what came up is an H5 battery. So it's the same size battery as this one is what's coming up, not an H6. What I also did is I went to the AutoZone website and I looked up the battery again for the Elantra N, and guess what? It's an H5. So This is the right battery replacement for the Elantra N. So although the battery is smaller dimensionally, it actually has more cold cranking amps at 650 than what came in the car. So that to me tells me that obviously battery technology has gotten better, and maybe that's one of the reasons they knew that was going to happen or predicted, or maybe they made it just easier to replace this battery with a more universal one. I don't know, but it works. The car cranks up fine. Everything is good. Another benefit of having the smaller battery, I guess, is that it weighs less. Now, I didn't get a chance to actually weigh it, but I'd say it weighs 5 to 10 pounds less than the original battery. So that, of course, is a good thing. And lastly, the last thing I'll say is I also got a comment from someone that has I believe it was a Chevy 2014 or something. It was a different year, different brand of vehicle, and they actually experienced the same exact issue where the replacement battery was smaller than the original one. So I guess this is not isolated to Hyundai. So, you know, I might have come off a little harsh on Hyundai for that, but I think the main issue I have is that no one at the parts counter had experienced that, which is, you know, you would think by now they would have came across something like this, but they didn't. So they were just as stumped as I was, which was a little concerning, of course. I thought they would have, you know, came across the same issue before. Someone else did also say with an Elantra in the comments that they experienced the same thing. So I guess I'm not alone, but maybe it's just because, you know, the 2022 is only, you know, approaching 3 years or 4 years old, and the batteries are, you know, just now starting to go bad. But anyways, guys, that is the follow-up. I think it looks much better. I'm okay with this. And I'm okay with it being smaller and working. As long as it works, that's the main thing. So if you guys have any questions or comments, of course, please leave them below. Till the next video, peace out.